What's up, y'all? Welcome. Boom. Now, if you see this angle and all that, you know I'm back in the kitchen. This is a random video. Oh, let me show you what I'm working with, of course. That's some spaghetti noodles. For y'all who don't know, the way you make chow mein at the crib is with spaghetti noodles. You know, noodles, it depends on how much water they absorb that make them fatter and softer, so it's up to you. But if you're going to make spaghetti, if you're going to make chow mein or lo mein, or whatever you want to call it at the house, spaghetti noodles, or any other form of noodles. I already did a video about this chow mein. I'm doing it again, though. Those are the thick noodles. They're going to take a little bit longer to cook. But anywho, so I'm having some chow mein with some fried chicken. Like, man, that fried chicken look good. That's all the scraps that was left. That's all the seasoning stuff that was left in the bottom of the pan. You see that oil right there? See that oil right there? It's done with. I ain't gonna do nothing with that. Actually, I just might. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. Anywho's, that's all that stuff from the bottom of there. I love that stuff. I'm gonna throw me some hot sauce on top of this chicken. I was gonna put it with the chow mein, but I decided against that. All right. Now then, over here we got the vegetables: carrots, broccoli, and red peppers. So I'm gonna throw that in there with the noodles, and that's gonna be the chow mein. I'm gonna just put some hot sauce on this fried chicken. Those were already cut chicken breasts. They cut the chicken breasts in half, and then I just cut them up some more and fried them. And then that's soy sauce and sweet and sour sauce. I knew that I wasn't gonna go to the store and get some, so I had bought some Chinese food earlier this week. And then I just grabbed a bunch of packages. Actually, the lady who was over there, it was like a Panda Express type thing. It was downtown on Fremont. But the point is, you get the 2 entrees, stuff like that. It was a Mexican lady. Every time I go down there, she be down there. And I like when she there. Because she ain't cheap with the food. And she gave you napkins. And she gave me a bunch of sweet and sour sauce and stuff. But I did order 3 trays. I got enough food for me, my sister, and my nephews. I got 3 nephews. They youngsters. What are they, 5, 3, and 2? Yeah. But she gave me enough napkins and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make me some chow mein later on this week, so I'm gonna need that. Alright, so I'm back up in the kitchen making chicken, making chow mein with some vegetables. What else? Yeah, I've been drinking tea all day. But anyways, back to me talking about real stuff. Now, what I wanted to say is that I want to talk about personal accountability. Alright? You know why? Because it's important. Because if you want to get anything done in life, in order to move ahead or to move forward, you either have to acknowledge that there's a problem or there's a lack of something. So you have to go pursue whatever it is that you need to get yourself right. But if you're not the type of person to take accountability for your actions, then you'll be stuck because you'll never see anything wrong with the situation. I know that sounds like a rehab talk, and it is rehab talk because I did a lot of drinking. I've been drinking a whole lot less, right? But I was an alcoholic for a time. But I had downloaded the AA book, and I had read like 2 or 3 chapters of that. I still got it on one of my other SD cards. But not only is that drug reformation talk, that's real life talk. You can't really do much about something until you acknowledge that something's wrong or something needs to be added to it. Now, the point of personal accountability, I'm trying to talk about adults here because now that we're adults, a lot of things that happen to us as kids, that plays a part of who we are today, childhood traumas, right? But it comes a point, like I said, like the Bible says, it comes a point that when you become a man, you put away childish things. When you become a woman, you put away childish things. And it's very childish to not take accountability for your actions or not take responsibility for the way that your life is or isn't. You get what I'm saying? So it's important that you take accountability because when you become an adult, I'm not saying that everything is your fault, truly, but I'm just saying the way that you want to go through life, you want to go through life as, this is the kind of mentality that you want to have. My life, my fault. I can do something about it. Of course, not everything is your fault in your life, but that's how you generally want to go through life. Because if you don't think about it like that, then you're probably more likely to look for somebody else to blame. You be looking for a scapegoat where you're not used to taking accountability for your actions, right? And that is pretty true, though. Now that you're an adult, it's pretty much your fault. So I want to say that with accountability and responsibility, it's your responsibility for you to educate yourself. Okay? So when you're young and you're a child, you come into this world, you don't know nothing. It's your parents' responsibility to teach you. That's a parent's responsibility. If you're a parent, or if you want to be a parent, and I'm a child, right? And I have parents, it's their responsibility to teach me and to protect me. How do parents teach and protect their children? By telling them the truth at right times in their life. So as the child grows older, as they start hitting preteens and teens, you start giving them stuff about life. You tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of folks think that they're helping their children out by not telling them the truth. You're not helping your kids out by not telling them the truth. You actually send them on a blank mission. For real. You sending them out there in the world ill-informed. You know what I'm saying? Indoctrinated, basically. So you wanna I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, when you get older, you want to give kids the truth as they grow older, because you want to teach and protect kids with the truth, but you got to give it to them where they're able to handle it. You don't want to put too many adult responsibilities or adult situations on the mind of a youngster, because they're not ready for that. Everything happens in this time. All right? So it's your parents' job to teach you when you're young. But when you get older, I say around the age 14, 15, 16, you need to start getting curious about whatever it is you want to be curious about. It doesn't matter what it is. You got to start getting curious, because at that point, it is your personal responsibility to educate yourself. You're still able to learn from other adults even though you're a teenager. But I'm telling you that a lot of folks, they be sending their children off to school, right? Oh yeah, you about to eat this. They be sending their children off to school. They just can't wait, because having children ain't no freaking joke. That's why I'm not having kids. But a lot of folks, they send their children off to school, right? I'm putting this up in here. I already turned the I'm putting this up in here. I'm about to put this in there. I already turned it off. So I already turned it off. You see? I'm about to put this in here. Is it gonna go like that? Oh, beast. Beast. Yep, there we go. I'm going to put that in there, because the broccoli was frozen. All right. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, it's your responsibility to educate yourself, because going to school isn't about teaching you about fulfilling yourself as a person. School isn't really about knowledge and all that. School is another form of socialization or uniformation. That's what they do here in America and in most society. They try to make everybody the same so it could be common ground, because if everybody's the same, what you going to argue about? Right? So I understand the point. But overall, school isn't there to really teach you about spirituality and life and all that. I don't care what major. I don't care if you go to school for theology, Christian school. That's not what it's there for. School is to teach you how to be around other people that you'd rather not be around, because that's what happens in the real world when you go work a job or you do business. You're going to have to learn to deal with people that you don't really connect with. And that's what school teaches you, okay? But other than that, when it comes to life and you as a person, it's your personal responsibility for you to educate yourself. So get curious, start Googling, find out information. We live in the informational age. We had ages all throughout humanity. There's always been ages, like Stone Age. You get what I'm saying? It's always been ages. Agricultural, industrial, information age is what we're living in, or the technological age. The point is that we have an unlimited amount to access. The point is we have an unlimited amount of access to whatever information that we need in this world. The only difference is price. But this is how it gets good. You could go on whatever website order a book, order whatever you want to order, pay for it, and they have UPS, DHL, Amazon, what's the other one? FedEx. They have somebody come drop off a package at your house. If you want to pay for the information, there's a lot of stuff online that's free. And that's how you got to educate yourself. Use your phone, use your laptop, use your computers, and then talk to other people that you trust, that you can trust to give you information. All right? So now, the thing about that is that when you become older, it's your responsibility as an adult. We're not a teenager no more. You know what I'm saying? So when you become an adult, there's only so much you can really blame on other people because it's your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep blaming other people. It's your life. Now, you have to start teaching yourself so you can do better or you could be more. All right. But if you lack accountability, you are most likely, and I've seen people do this. Some people, they don't want knowledge. They don't. They want to be able to say, I don't know. I love removing that account. I love holding people accountable. Because I'm the type of person like, look, I tell you, like, I told you so. I know people like, you shouldn't say that. Because people be trying to act like, well, I didn't know. I'm like, no, I'm the one who told you. You did know. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? For real. But it's your responsibility to educate yourself so you can grow. All right. Another thing is, already said scapegoats and blaming people. Let me tell you why I personally don't like scapegoats and blaming people. Because I'm the type of person, and it's not right, but I actually lust for power. I want to be powerful, but not in a sense of money and stuff like that, right? I want to be powerful spiritually, mentally, physically. The money part will come. There's trillions of dollars in the world to be made. I could make me some money if I put the real effort into it. But I want to be spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally strong. All right. Now, the reason why I don't like blaming other people and I don't like holding other people accountable, even if it is their fault, I like to put the blame on me. You know why? Because I feel like when I blame people or if I let other people take responsibility for something in my life, I feel like I'm relinquishing some of my power. And a lot of people do that. But a lot of people do it for the exact opposite reason I do it. I don't like people taking responsibility for my actions because in the end, I feel like I'm giving away some of my power because I'm admitting that because it's somebody else's fault, that it's out of my hands or I can't do something about it. And when people blame people and they use scapegoats, that's exactly what they're doing. They're pretty much trying to put the situation on somebody else's head and say, well, I didn't have that much to do with it, so I can't really do nothing about it. I don't like that. For real. I don't like that. You know why? You know why people do that? It's because when you hold yourself accountable in your life, you don't need confirmation. A lot of people who don't like accountability, they don't go out looking for people to say, yeah, that was your fault, but this is how you get with it, or it's okay. They go out looking for people that says, oh, no, it wasn't your fault. Don't worry about it. It's like, no. They go out, people usually, whatever they do, whether it's good, evil, right, wrong, people usually go look for co-signers. And when a person lacks accountability and responsibility in their life, they're not looking for people to help them with their situations to grow and become more. They're looking for people to tell them like, no, don't worry about that. It's okay. You all good because it's their fault. That was out of your hands. And sometimes it is out of your hands. Because in this life, no matter how much you do, no matter what you do in this life, more things will happen to you than you would do. We spend the majority of our lifetime responding, reacting, trying to adjust to things. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have that much control. It's just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? With devils, demons, angels, God. Come on. And then you got people. Then you got government. Then you got... Come on, man. I'm telling you. It hurt my feelings at one point when I had to admit how much I don't have control over things in this world. But you'll know the truth. And the truth will set you free. I let this pan sit on here too long. But you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But without accountability in this world, you won't do much or get far. Because your excuses actually hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Looking for somebody else to blame doesn't fall in your favor long term. Only short term. And then, a lot of people don't really grow up in life But some people be wondering why the relationships that they have are unfulfilling in life. It's because when you get older, everybody has their own problems, right? So nobody's going to spend too much time on you, especially if you're not the type of person to admit when something's your fault. If you're the type of person to blame other people and not admit when something's your fault, other adults aren't going to deal with you. They're just going to leave you alone. Because there's more to life than somebody throwing a pity party. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to pity parties, we can all throw our own anytime that we want to. Why would we want to show up to somebody else's pity party? If there has to be a pity party, I'd rather go to my own. Because I know how to throw me a pity party. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to somebody else's pity party. Because chances are, I probably won't even think that the stuff that they're talking about, probably won't even take it serious. I probably won't even appreciate it. Yeah. So personal accountability is important for you to grow as a person in this life. And you have to educate yourself. It's your responsibility to educate yourself. At a certain point in your life, you could come to an understanding that some things that might have traumatized you, it was beyond your control. And all you can do is just learn to grow and do better. All right? But you still ain't going to get far. Some folks, I've listened to some YouTube channels, they recommend therapy a lot. You go to therapy, you go to church. It don't matter where you go. But if you ain't going to take responsibility for your actions, you're not going to get far in this life. For real. It'll be you and the same kind of people. Straight up. You'll be a scapegoat hanging around scapegoats. For real. Y'all be in the field, hanging out, looking ugly. All that. Here we go. I threw the vegetables and stuff in there. I wasn't going to do no oil. You see? This is spaghetti noodles. You see that though? Heck yeah. So I'm cooking them joints. And then that's the chicken over there. Chicken! Heck yeah, I'm about to kill this food. Yeah, we had 16 minutes. But I always talk a lot. Now, if before you weren't the type of person to take responsibility for your actions or hold yourself accountable in your own life, it's going to be a foreign concept, meaning it's going to be new to you, meaning that you might be unprepared or might be a lot going on that you truly don't understand. And if you're like most humans, some of the things that you have to admit to in your life is just going to hurt your feelings. But I'm telling you, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. All right? But you have to start somewhere because it's a shame. I'm 29 years old. I ain't got nothing to brag about. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm doing enough in my life. I feel like I'm not doing enough in my life personally. And I feel like I be letting people down because I don't be showing I don't do more for people. And I don't keep God's commandments the way I should. But I'm working on doing better, and I will do better. I expect to do better. You know? But the truth will hurt your feelings because some of the things that you're going to have to admit to about yourself, it's going to be some of the things that you've been trying to avoid for years. You can't do it. Honestly, I think that's the reason why some people crack. Like some people be having mental breakdowns is because, this is my thoughts. It's just because some of the stuff that you don't like about yourself is so heavy and you ain't going to know what to do about it. Okay? But you can do it though. You really can. It's gonna be tough for you, but you can do it. And you're going to grow. You're going to learn from it. You may not appreciate it when it happens, but you'll appreciate it eventually. Sure. We at 18 minutes already. Yeah. I just want to talk a little bit about that and get this up in here. And I'm telling you. And I'll be trying to tell y'all that the truth is the best way to live your life. But being an honest person don't get you nowhere in this world. This world isn't built off of that. If anything, it'll get you a little bit of respect, a little bit of love, and a lot of hatred. Being a good person, being honest, being righteous, this world isn't for that. It won't get you far. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're done here. Oh yeah, we're done here. Alright. So before this camera cut off, final product. Hey yo, boom. That's my fried chicken. That's my chow mein and stuff. I'm about to kill all of this. That's the reason why I'm fat. Turn this off. About to kill all that. Probably had me a Mountain Dew. But anywho's, with that being said, that's some good food, accountability, responsibility for personal growth. That's what I'm trying to preach to y'all. With that being said, out y'all.